What up, my ninjas? I'm Dong Forêt. Welcome to my promo discussion of the 7th episode in the final season of Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's called Yojimbo. If you're wondering what that means, it's actually Japanese for bodyguard. So the bodyguard in question is the one and only Usagi Miyamoto. Miyamoto is the main character of the comics Usagi Yojimbo, or Rabbit Bodyguard, and they detail his travels through a fictional Edo, Japan, full of anthropomorphic animals. As a ronin, he works as a bodyguard for hire, but is always willing to help those in need due to his honorable nature. Stan Sakai, the creator and writer, bases the series in Japanese culture and mythology, not science fiction like Ninja Turtles. In fact, Usagi Miyamoto wasn't a part of the Ninja Turtle story until the 1987 TV show. If the 2012 show is your introduction to the Ninja Turtle franchise, you might be wondering what the big deal is with a rabbit bodyguard. Turns out that Usagi and the Turtles work quite well together. Leonardo and Usagi generally make fast friends as they are responsible and skilled swordsmen who prioritize honor above glory or victory. The rest of the Turtles follow suit in action-packed and profound stories. The team is so successful that they have been featured together in every TV show since, and Stan Sakai himself is currently working on a new Usagi Yojimbo comic featuring the Ninja Turtles. Now, turning back to the upcoming episode, Wikipedia briefly describes that the Turtles are transported to an alternate dimension where they befriend the Rabbit Samurai and Master Swordsman. For one thing, exploring new dimensions is great because the Turtles have seen only 2 of the 10 dimensions that the Krang, Utram, and others allude to. For another, we get to see what spin the creative minds behind the Nickelodeon show have for this particular Ninja Turtles staple. Now, based on one trailer released so far, links in the description below by the way, the new character is rather serious and keeps to himself, likely due to the lifestyle he leads. That said, he's still always willing to help whoever needs it, and he is loyal to his friends. The trailer features Yuki Matsuzaki's voice for the titular character, and he does solid work in the clips I've seen so far. If you expected John Boyega of Star Wars fame to voice Usagi, I'm sorry to disappoint you. The credit is already on Matsuzaki's roster on many sites, sadly, not on Boyega's. As exciting as the partnership between the Ninja Turtles and Usagi promises to be, the plot itself should be rather intriguing with an ancient evil threatening the peace. In a different trailer of the episode, this evil is depicted as a dimly lit wolf of sorts. It looks quite similar to the possible villain in Stan Sakai's own comics. This suggests that the 2012 Usagi and the episode's plot might be pulled from the cultural origins of Sakai's works. If that's the case, I'll be on the edge of my seat for the potentially profound plot. Now, all that said, one thing deeply concerns me about this episode. Keep in mind that it should not air before the midway point of the season. Based on the production code of the episode and pretty much every interview with the minds behind the show, Yojimbo was supposed to air late. As Airspeed Prime mentioned in his When Worlds Collide review, airing an episode too early could actually ruin the timeline of the season. Some internal references won't make sense if characters allude to events we haven't seen yet, or if the Turtles mature in ways we don't know about. Because this episode seems more of a filler in that the plot shouldn't deeply uplift or disturb the main characters, I hope that this concern won't be realized. Hopefully, you now know what time it is. Not summertime, it's time for the question of the day. If you are well aware of Usagi in previous forms, from the comics to his television appearances, I'd love to know your favorite version. Personally, I've always loved the innate wisdom and integrity of the 2003 Usagi, but I doubt that's a surprise to anyone who knows me. If you're not versed in anything about Usagi, what would you at least like to see from him? Some kick-ass action, perhaps? Oh, what about strong camaraderie? It could be something else entirely. Whatever your answer, I can't wait to read it in the comments below. Well, thanks for listening so far, ninjas. We will talk in a bit for the review of Yojimbo, but just a fair warning, it will definitely be a late one, but nonetheless, I promise to deliver. Until then, my ninjas.